Hi guys, it's Cara the Bubblelush. So I didn't do a week 23 update because nothing happened. Nothing was going on. But week 24, when you reach viability, I think that's always kind of a big milestone. You know, I get all the email newsletters and stuff like that, and they seem to make a really big deal about reaching viability. And of course it is a big deal. But I guess it's something that I also don't really want to think about. I don't really know how to put it. So like there are, being part of this community and hearing so many women's stories, and hearing so many, you know, stories of premature babies that have had NICU experiences, and how tough that is for everybody involved. It's obviously, you're so excited to reach viability because your baby it's getting stronger, right? It's getting bigger and stronger, and you're getting closer to your due date, and I don't know. It's something that I never want to think about going through personally. Hannah had a relatively short NICU stay. She was there for a day, basically for observation. I was heavily sedated and had a lot of antibiotics and stuff because I was really sick, and so they were giving her antibiotics just kind of in case, and so she was in the NICU. So Chris spent that whole day in the NICU, and I got to go down there once kind of in the evening right around dinner time, and I just remembered looking at Hannah, and it's really kind of the first time that I saw her. And they brought her to me after, like real quick in the recovery, and we tried to nurse and we took a couple pictures, but it had already been a while and she was already falling asleep, and she was like really kind of too tired to nurse, and so we just took some pictures, and I didn't really get to see her eyes. And so when I went to the NICU, it was the first time really seeing her and holding her, and after this, like, for me, it was a long day being up in the recovery room by myself, passed out. And God, that was such a weird day. Yeah. And anyway, so I look down in the bassinet, and here is my baby, who just makes me cry, and she's this 9.5 pound, long, chunky, healthy baby. Gosh, I don't have a newborn picture of her in this room. I need to. She just had such big cheeks, and she was just such a healthy baby. And right next to her were just the tiniest babies. And by NICU standards, I don't think that they were even that small. I think one was 4 pounds and one was 5 pounds. And so, you know, they can get a lot smaller. And it just kind of put it all in perspective for me in that moment of that, you know, here I had been up in my room and I was so concerned about my baby in the NICU, and really she was fine. She was fine. And there were a lot of parents out there going through a lot more than I have, and a lot more than I was. So it kind of snapped that into perspective for me. And so reaching this point of viability just made me think about that day and looking at those little babies, and it was just what Chris and I were going through at that moment was just kind of nothing compared to what some other parents in there were going through. So it was fitting for me that the day that I turned 24 weeks was also, I believe it's World Prematurity Day with the March of Dimes. And I think the March of Dimes is an amazing, amazing organization. And I've donated to them before. I donated to them earlier this year, and I donated to them on Saturday because I know that there are a lot of people in the community that have really benefited from them, and I think that they're just wonderful. And I can't imagine being in the position of really needing them. I can't imagine what that feels like to a parent of a new baby and how scary that must be. And so That's just kind of all I could think about on week 24. Usually when I turn another week, I'm like super excited, and this one it just kind of was very humbling, and I wasn't really thinking about my baby. I was just thinking about all the other parents out there that just had and babies that had a tougher road than Hannah did. So anyway, that's kind of what week 24 kind of means to me, especially right now with it right on the edge of Thanksgiving, and you know, every time you open Facebook and you scroll down your feed, everyone's posting what they're thankful for, and it's just, I think it just kind of brings you outside yourself and making you look at kind of the bigger picture of what's going on in the world instead of the minutia in your day-to-day life. As far as the minutia in my day-to-day life, this pregnancy is going really, really well. Really well. I feel like he is so strong and so active. It's getting to the point in the pregnancy where the kicks aren't like sporadic and oh I just felt him, you know, that kind of thing. It's kind of a constant throughout the day, and I remember like with Hannah driving home, I would always listen to the same song on the CD and she would just love it. She would just go crazy, and I'd be stuck in traffic and just like reveling in this baby that I was like kind of communicating with, and you know, you could poke your tummy and they would kick back, and he's starting to get to the point where he's doing that. He's responding, and he responds when Hannah starts squealing in the living room, and he responds when the dogs bark, and he responds when Chris talks, and it's awesome. It's getting to that point in the pregnancy where I feel like you get to know him and know what his personality is, and so that's really exciting. He still feels like he's kicking really, really low, really low, but then this afternoon it felt a little higher, so I don't know where he is. I see someone had sent me a link to spinning babies because I was talking about breech and wanting to make sure he was turning, and obviously I know I'm still early, and it's not like a dire situation or anything yet. It's just the shape of my uterus and where the placenta is. It would make me feel better if he was head down the majority of the time, and I don't know if he's ever really been head down. But I was getting some kicks a little higher up. So anyways, what I was saying is, Hannah, are you going to come in here?
Yes, I do like coming in here. Hello, Mama.
Hi. Do you want to say hi?
Yes, I want to say hi.
You pulled your pigtails out. Come sit on my lap.
Hi, Mama.
Hi. What do you got on your face? Did Daddy give you a chocolate star?
Yeah,
Did you have a chocolate star cookie?
I have a chocolate dark cookie. Not a chocolate dark cookie, just a circle.
Oh, you had an Oreo?
No, a circle.
A circle cookie?
Yeah, a circle chocolate cookie.
Those are pretty good. That was a good dessert choice.
Yeah,
Those are so yummy.
yeah, those are so yummy.
You're a cute kid.
Yes, I could.
Yeah, you're a cute kid.
Mommy, you're sitting.
I'm sitting on.
You're sitting on this big chair.
I am. I'm sitting on your big chair.
Stephanie.
You want to say bye-bye?
Bye-bye, Mama.
Bye-bye. You want to go get Daddy and close the door? Thank you for coming and saying hi.
Bye, Mama.
Bye. You want to close the door?
Bye, Mama.
Bye. I'll see you later. So someone sent me a link to Spinning Babies, and I feel like that website, I need to like dedicate time to looking through that and really kind of learning the techniques, but I keep seeing pictures of them like diagramming where the babies are, and obviously my midwife does that too when I go to the checks, because that's how they know right where to put the Doppler. And I feel my tummy. I feel like I'm feeling my tummy all the time, and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm feeling. It's kind of hard over here, and I feel kicks down here. But what's going on over here? And does he have the hiccups? I don't even know what's going on. So maybe I don't know him as well as I think I do, but I think it's amazing that people can like figure out how the baby is laying just by feeling. I feel like maybe I'm dumb for not being able to, but I can't. But I have a midwife appointment tomorrow, so she'll be able to kind of tell me what he's doing, because this is the first time I've ever felt kicks or punches or whatever it is up a little higher. It's not the super high up in my tummy, it's kind of like in the mid-range, so it might be punches. I don't know. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, and the other like pregnancy symptom, I guess, that have been experiencing is, I don't really want to call it insomnia. But I don't know what it is. I had it a lot during the first trimester. Sounds like Hannah's having a problem. I had it a lot during the first trimester. I would wake up somewhere between 2 and 3 in the morning, and I would be up until like 5. And it was so bad that like I would leave the bed, I would go lay on the couch. I would try, I got a fuzzy flying in my face. I would try reading on like, you know, the iPad or on my phone with the lights down low. I tried tea. I don't like taking medicine. I don't know, I just don't like swallowing pills and stuff like that, especially when I'm pregnant. So I was trying to just like use relaxation techniques and listening to soothing music. Just nothing was working. And depending on the week, I would wake up at like a consistent time every night. So it went away for a while, and now it's starting to come back. And all week long, I have woke up at 4 o'clock on the dot. It's creepy. 4 o'clock on the dot, I'm awake, and I'm not usually able to fall asleep until about 6. And then Hannah wakes up at 7. So those first couple hours in the morning, I am like a zombie. And I try not to drink coffee when I'm pregnant. I did the entire first trimester, and I finally gave in and had a Starbucks the other day. Because I really wanted one of their holiday, the peppermint mocha. And I kind of felt guilty, but at the same time I'm like, I have been sleeping horribly lately. I think I have earned 1 cup of coffee. And you know, everyone has their own feelings on how much coffee you can drink when you're pregnant and whatnot. I just tend not to. I'm not a huge coffee drinker to begin with, unless it's iced and from Dunkin' Donuts, apparently. But that's not an option out here on the West Coast. So the problem with sleeping is kind of persistent, and I don't really know what to do. I talked about it on Facebook, and some of you suggested Benadryl or melatonin or whatever, so that was good. I'm going to take the list of suggestions with me to my midwife appointment tomorrow and kind of see what they suggest. I'm also going to look into Circle and Bloom. Apparently has some meditation tracks to use during pregnancy, and also they have one for sleep. And I didn't even realize that. I used their programs for fertility while I was trying to conceive Hannah and while I was trying to conceive this baby, and so I really like Circle and Bloom's meditation tracks, and I didn't even realize that they had them for pregnancy. It's kind of a dumb thing not to realize, but so I'm going to look into that, and maybe listening to those before I go to bed will help me sleep better. So I think that's kind of about it. I know a lot of times moms do like baby buys on these videos, and I feel kind of guilty that we haven't really bought anything for him since we bought all those clothes at consignment events. I actually did buy some stuff, but it's not here yet. It hasn't been shipped yet, so I'll show that when it comes. But, you know, when we were pregnant the first time, before we found out that we were having a girl, we bought some like gender neutral stuff, which was really boy stuff that a girl could use. So I have like plenty of receiving blankets and stuff like that. I am currently in a blanket making mania phase for trying to get Christmas presents done. So once I get the gifts for everybody else done, I really want to try and find some fabric and make this little boy his own blanket. But other than that, we kind of have everything for a baby. So I don't really know what I'm going to do as far as baby buys. But I'm sure as he gets closer to his due date, especially after the craziness of Christmas and stuff like that, then maybe more of those will come into play. And then I guess the last thing is a belly shot. I'm wearing a maternity tank top and comfy pants, so this might look like a hot mess. But I will show you guys my bump. Let me move the chair out of the way. 24 weeks. Let's move the sweater. From the side. Whatever, I'm a brown blob from the front. So he looks like he's higher today. Usually it's fuller lower, but he feels much higher. So who knows, maybe he flipped and that would be great, and I guess I'll find out for sure tomorrow. But anyways, I think that's kind of it for week 24. Sorry to kind of go off topic talking about viability, but it's just kind of what I was thinking of this week. So I will talk to you soon. I think I'm going to do, I had a request for like a stay-at-home mom vlog, so I think I'm going to try to film that, and I'll talk to you guys later.